Already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. Feel what I'm saying? You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You do know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now, listen, you already know time and energy, the highest forms of currency, my G. Time and energy are the highest forms of currency. I know they got you out here chasing the bag, chasing that money, chasing that moolah, getting to that guap, stacking that paper, but always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex. That time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G. Is what it is. It'll be what it's going to be. Big salute to all my day one investors, everybody that been locked into the channel since day one. You understand? Listen, man, we growing this thing organically. We approaching 23,000 subscribers. Constant elevation. Yeah, I said that. Constant elevation. We going straight to the top. We are not stopping. So big salute to all my wrenches, all my people that been invested in the channel since day one. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Even bigger salute to all my newcomers, all my new subscribers, everybody that's locked into the channel, everybody that's making their way to Grown Man Business TV, the realest channel on YouTube, my G. Yeah, I said that. The realest channel on YouTube. I carved out a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in it. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Now, listen, man, you already know. You know what I mean? Beautiful day, beautiful Monday afternoon. We tapped in, we locked in, and we gonna go live, man, because it's some information that need to be brought to the people. So we gonna talk about this now. You see the thumbnail, right? You see the title. DJ Vladimir, because I don't call him DJ Vlad, I call him Vladimir. The American Ukrainian DJ Vladimir apologizes to Marlon Wayans, and he takes accountability for speaking out of line, for speaking out of term, for disrespecting the legacy of the Wayans brothers. You understand what I'm saying? Now, why are we talking about this? Because it's a shift in the energy. It's a shift in the energy that's happening, and we're going to tap into that. Now, again, you know, DJ Vladimir. Yeah, Vladimir, like Vladimir Putin. DJ Vladimir. You know, he doubled back, and he apologized to Marlon Wayans for disrespecting, you know, his wishes of $40,000 for that interview. You know what I mean? For trying to tell black people in the black culture what we are worth and what we are not worth. Yeah. He doubled back and he apologized. You feel what I'm saying? Now, you know, it came to my attention because he's not the only one that made an apology. If you remember, right, Michael Rubin just recently said some things about the black culture. You know, he made some statements that didn't go over well with the black culture, right? And he instantly doubled back and he apologized. And he said, you know what? It wasn't my place to say that. It's none of my business. You know, my bad. He apologized. So you got to understand something. And you got to be able to pinpoint a shift in the energy when there is a shift in the energy, when there is a positive shift in the energy. Because everybody wants to talk about negativity. Everybody wants to talk about what the black culture not doing, what the black culture is this and the black culture is that. Everybody, when I say is 20v1, yeah, it's every culture. Everybody always got the finger pointed. But nobody want to talk about the shift in the energy. And when you say shift in the energy, Grown Man Business TV, what do you mean by that? Well, you know, when you got prominent little hat people, when you got prominent three-letter people, you know who I'm talking about, them people. When you got them doubling back and apologizing to the black culture, you got to pinpoint that. You got to understand the shift in that energy. You got to understand the win when you get one. And then you got to ask yourself, well, why are these guys apologizing? You know, if you remember right, DJ Vladimir had a situation with the Minister Farrakhan a few years ago. And everybody in the culture was telling DJ Vladimir, listen, man, just apologize to the minister. And if you remember correctly, DJ Vladimir stood on business and he said, I am not apologizing to that man. Y'all can stay down, y'all can get down, or y'all can lay down. And if y'all lay down, y'all gonna stay down. But I'm standing on business. And I remember DJ Vladimir standing on business. And that was the Minister Farrakhan, right? So ask yourself, why is DJ Vladimir apologizing to Marlon Wayans? Now, yeah, we all know, you know, the Wayans brothers, you know, Marlon Wayans, you know, These guys are legends in our culture. They're legends in our culture. Why would he apologize to Marlon Wayans and not the Minister Farrakhan? Because it's a shift in the energy right now. So I'm just here to point out the obvious because I can see through the smoke and mirrors. My third eye's always been open. So when I see these things happening, I just tap in and give my viewers and my subscribers and my investors, everybody that invests their time and their energy into this channel, I just give them the downloads. Why is he apologizing to Marlon Wayans and he wouldn't apologize to Minister Farrakhan? Well, ever since DJ Vladimir made that statement and tried to expose Marlon Wayans and tried to belittle him, tried to spit on his legacy, tried to make him seem like he's not worth this and he's not worth that, and then tried to reprice Marlon Wayans by telling him what he's worth, what he's not worth. Nasty work. But it's something that they always been doing, like discrediting what we bring to the culture, discrediting what we bring to this land, discrediting what we bring to this universe, and then trying to rebrand it and reprice it. And then yeah, I'm talking lowball you on the price. When he did that, he sparked the outrage in the community. He sparked the outrage in the community. And you know, you got to understand something. You got to be able to see these things without seeing them. A lot of people unsubscribe to DJ Vladimir. A lot of people the numbers ain't looking the same over there with DJ Vladimir. I mean, you got dudes like Tony Yayo and DJ Academics that are puppets for DJ Vladimir. I mean, they go on DJ Vladimir, they take the money, they sell out the culture. But on this particular situation, they even had to tell DJ Vladimir, hold on, homie, you overstepping your boundaries. Hold on, homie, you getting too cocky. And I wish I could show you the clips that I got when it come to that, right? But I ain't playing with DJ Vlad. I ain't playing with No Hoffa, Math Diddy. I ain't playing with these dudes. I already know what they'll try to do to the channel, so I'm just going to articulate it to you. You know, even Tony Yayo sat down with DJ Vladimir and said, homie, I think you done got too cocky, DJ Vladimir. You done got on this YouTube. You done got to making content. You done took that money from Rick Ross. You act like we forgot, right? You done built up a platform on the back of black culture, of black people. Black people, homie. You built your whole platform. You made all your fame and your fortune off the backs of black artists. And you done got too cocky talking about Marlon Wayans like that. You done really got beside yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So anytime we can affect the bottom line for them little hat people, anytime we can affect the bottom line for the three-letter people, you know who I'm talking about. Anytime we can do that, that's when they get on their knees and they beg for forgiveness. And I kind of wanted to just put that out there. I kind of want to make that a thing in the culture. When we feel like we being disrespected, when we feel like you playing with us right in front of our face, it's time to unsubscribe. It's time to stop watching. It's time to stop spending money, right? Until you feel like you want to bow down and kiss the ring. One thing for sure, two things for certain. The only thing that makes these people move, the only thing that make these people get in pocket is when you affect the bottom line. Yeah. Whew. It get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deep in the rap. The poet, I see you in, what up, Dro the poet? I see you in the chat. Effing, I see you in the chat. Yeah, when you touch that bottom line, when you affect that money, yeah, when them digits ain't looking right, when them viewers ain't looking right, when them subscribers ain't looking right, when that bank account ain't looking right, they get on their knees and they kiss the ring. So if you can see it or not, if you notice it or not, it don't matter. You know, I'm your eyes when you're not looking. I'm the eyes behind your head, in the back of your head to watch your back. Grown Man Business TV, that's what we do over here. DJ Vladimir ain't just apologized because, you know, Tony Yayo. He ain't just apologized. He's receiving a lot of backlash, homie. Behind the smoke and mirrors, behind the curtains, behind all the bright lights, the glitz and the glamour, it's a lot of money that's being lost. Huh? And if you don't know or not, if you believe it or not, DJ Vladimir got handlers. Yeah. He got higher ups and elites that's over top of him that's saying, homie, we need you to be able to suck and funnel the money out of these black people. We don't want you why are you rubbing them the wrong way? Why would you ain't even have to say that about Marlon. You could have kept that in the emails. You done lost 2, 3, 400,000 subscribers. Your viewership ain't looking right. Your subscriptions ain't looking right. Back in the day, right? I think it was Montgomery, Alabama. The whole situation with Rosa Parks, right? We all know the story. Rosa Parks was on the bus. You know, they told her to sit in the back of the bus, right? She didn't want to get up after a long day of work and she got locked up. They threw her in jail. And then one thing that I noticed nobody talks about. We always talk about Rosa Parks and her going to jail, and we always see the mug shot, right? But nobody talks about the action that was taken after Rosa Parks went to jail. Grown Man Business TV, what are you talking about? What actions are you talking about? Well, after Rosa Parks went to jail for not giving up her seat to a white person, to a dog fur having person, huh? Head full of dog fur, smelling like a sheep dog, a golden retriever, a Labrador. You know what I'm talking about. The whole state of Alabama stopped riding the damn bus. Now listen, if we would have marched, if we would have complained, if we would have made all these different excuses on why she shouldn't have went to jail, and we want equal rights and we don't want to be discriminated against and all of that, none of that shit would have mattered. Nobody would have did anything. Nobody would have cared. When y'all get done marching, go back to work. When y'all get done complaining and making excuses, make sure you get on that bus and you take your ass to work. But instead of marching, right? Instead of complaining, instead of crying on the news, instead of trying to go back and forth with these dog fur having people, right? The whole state of Alabama just stopped riding the bus. And listen to me. After about 6 months to a year of not riding the bus, after about 6 months to a year of these people having a bottom line affected, having that money not looking right. I'm talking missing out on millions and millions and millions of dollars. Millions, I mean hundreds of millions of dollars went down the drain because black people would not ride the bus. Guess what they did? They issued an apology, just like DJ Vladimir. They said, listen, please, we will let you sit anywhere you want to sit on these buses. We don't care where you sit your ass down at. Just be on the bus, please. And if you ask me, I think black people should have went a little bit further, right? We should have went a little bit further. We should have said, nah, we ain't riding the bus. And matter of fact, we ain't shopping with y'all now. So we ain't riding the bus. We gonna smoke y'all out. We gonna force y'all out of town. We gonna force y'all into bankruptcy. How about that? That's what we should have did. But instead we said, okay, we got what we wanted. We can sit wherever we want, and we got back on that bus. See, you gotta know, and you gotta really pinpoint and understand why they don't talk about that aspect of that situation. We all know about Rosa Parks. They always talk about what happened with Rosa Parks, but nobody want to talk about the consequences that came. So, not to get long-winded on it, DJ Vladimir is only apologizing because as a people, trust me, we affecting his bottom line. One thing for sure, two things for certain, we all rock with the Wayans brothers. And don't get me wrong, if you look at my last video about this particular topic, I held Marlon Wayans accountable for walking through the door, for wearing that flag over his shoulder like he's a part of that community. I held him accountable, but I want to remind you that if they walk through the door or not, that's our business. So just because he walked through the door, just because because the Wayans brothers been wearing dresses for a long time. They went through the door a long time ago. But just because they went through the door, don't mean we gonna turn our back on them when you try to kick they back in. Actually, we gonna ride on you. We gonna mob on you. Yeah, a lot of people, the majority of our culture, we rock with the Wayans brothers. So DJ Vladimir not understanding the culture, just understanding how to take money and monopolize, monetize, capitalize off the culture. He couldn't even fathom how powerful the Wayans brother name is in our culture. I went and did my due diligence. I went and looked at the numbers. He's lost he's lost a lot of followers. He's lost a lot of followers. His bottom line has been affected. And see, really, you ain't gonna hear nobody talking about this. Everybody's just talking about him apologizing, but nobody's explaining why. When we affect their bottom line, that's when we make change. That's when we get whatever we want out of these people. And the prime example is, again, Alabama, Rosa Parks. You really want to make change? We need to stop spending money with these people. We need to stop watching a platform. We need to stop doing, unsubscribe. You don't even know. A couple 100,000 people unsubscribe to DJ Vladimir. You might not be able to see it because he got a million, he got over 1 million subscribers. But when you do the due diligence, you see about 250,000 people unsubscribe. That's enough to make the higher-ups and the elites. That's enough to make DJ Vladimir's handlers look down and say, yo, hold up, homie. Hold up. Because again, mega bills, what it do, my G? Again, you got to understand something. We just saw DJ Vladimir say he's not apologizing to Minister Farrakhan. He stood on business. Because him going to war with Minister Farrakhan, we were still engaging. We were still watching his channel. We were still subscribing to his channel. It wasn't enough. Him going at Minister Farrakhan and all of that, we still was locked in because DJ Vladimir's shit was kind of fresh. We was liking the content. It wasn't enough to make us turn around. But this particular situation with Marlon Wayans, think about that. He wouldn't apologize to Minister Farrakhan, but he up there with Tony Yo-Yo, talking, oh, yo, I apologize to Marlon Wayne. Yeah, you apologizing because your shit dying down. We all know we all know you FBI. We all know we done seen enough black men go to jail after sitting down with you. Your shit's starting to get cloudy. It's becoming watered down. And then you talk crazy about I don't care if he went through the door or not. I don't care what Marlon Wayans represents to y'all. We not going to sit back and watch you kick his back in. We going to mob on you. And I want to, you got to give a big salute to the community. You got to give a big salute because they not going to pinpoint this part right here. That's what I'm here for. They not going to tell you, oh, shit, they affecting the bottom line when it come to DJ Vladimir. He done lost a lot of subscribers. He done lost a lot of viewership. Yeah. That bottom line is the only way to, and trust me, let me tell you something. You talk about fucking kryptonite. Oh, we all love money. Don't get me wrong. We all need money and we respect money. But you want to talk about the kryptonite for the 3-letter people. The kryptonite for them little hat people is affecting a bottom line. Oh, you affect that money? They'll get on their knees and do whatever you tell them to do. They'll get on their knees and kiss the ring. If it's a female, they'll get on their knees and hot two. They'll do whatever they got to do to keep that, because that's the only thing they got. They not connected to the cosmos. DJ Vladimir. I don't call him DJ Vlad. I call him DJ Vladimir. He's an American Ukrainian. Huh? Yeah, he apologized. And we're going to talk about this. Because it's always okay for them to manipulate the culture. It's a problem when we start figuring out. I mean, in all industries, homie, when we figure out how to affect the bottom line, when we figure out how to get some money out the situation, soon as we figure out how to get in there and get something out of it, capitalize, monetize, they change the rules and they move the goalposts. And that's on all levels. All levels. I could tell you multiple different angles on how they move the goalposts. So it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Hey, Vladimir, I see you, homie. I see you. I know what's going on. Get on your fucking knees and kiss the ring, DJ Vladimir. And I would suggest that more of us unsubscribe to DJ Vladimir. More of us skip over his interviews. More people. More people. If you down with the everybody, just listen. If his shit is still pop up in your algorithm, but unsubscribe to it. Get him down to 800,000 subscribers and see how he get on his knees. Yeah, and see, yeah, kiss the ring, homie. It is what it is, and it'll be in all industries. Let me give you an example, right? Trucking. Everybody know I cross state lines at all times. I'm leaving tonight. Got a good 5,000 mile run. About to run this bag up, right? For a long time, when you thought of truckers, you thought of like a pudgy dog fur having man with a head full of dog fur and a big beard, and they were driving trucks for all of these years, right? And then in about 2018, 2017, it was an fluctuation of black people getting into truck driving, CDLs, niggas. We started figuring out like, oh, especially a lot of black men that might not have had a GED or might have might have a record or X, Y, and Z. Started figuring out that trucking is very lucrative. Very lucrative. So you had people driving trucks, you had other people starting trucking companies. I mean, this shit was like a gold rush. I did my due diligence on all this, right? So in 2019, they started something called the clearinghouse. Now, mind you, I talked to truckers that been driving trucks for 30, 40 years, right? And they never had these weird drug tests. Like these guys would be high. You know, they would be on coke. They would be smoking weed. They would be drunk. Long as you could drive the truck, they was pretty much good. But once niggas started getting into trucking, they created something called the clearinghouse, where now they do these weird drug tests because they knew the majority of these black people that's driving these trucks smoke a lot of weed. Yeah. So that clearinghouse and them drug tests, the way they started implementing it into the trucking, it eliminated a lot of truckers. They moved the goalposts. When it was just a lot of dog fur having people driving trucks and they was getting money and they was feeding their families and they was buying houses and buying trucks and buying trailers and sending their kids to college, they wasn't even checking. They wasn't even background checking these dudes. They was going from company to company getting big money. Soon as we started infiltrating the industry, the publishing clearinghouse. Artemis, salute. So then you know what I'm talking about. Get them likes, man. 110 people in the chat. Get them likes up, man. 14 likes. Tap your screen twice. That's all you got to do. Right? So I'm making a point with this. They move the goalposts. It's a must that they move the goalposts anytime we get close, anytime we get in, anytime we start making some traction, they're going to move the goalposts. Now it's deeper than rap. Now, right, and I'm not going to stay on this, but I just want to explain something. Now, it's not just black people that done infiltrated trucking. You got all of these immigrants over here. I'm talking Africans, Ukrainians. I'm just talking massive immigrants getting their CDLs. It's to the point where right now, to get your CDL, homie, it's about $10,000. It's going to cost you $10K to go take a CDL class. That's just the CDL class. It's going to cost you 10 G's. When back in those days, you could get your CDL for free. You didn't even have to take a class. Back in the days before 2019, you did not have to take a class. You could go to the DMV, you can get a book, you can read and study the book, then you can go back to the DMV, take your CDL, get your Class A, and be driving trucks next week. Once we started infiltrating niggas, right, they said, okay, we're going to make it a state law for y'all to take classes. You got to now take a class. Class was like $2,000, $2,500. More niggas started coming. More black people started taking the CDL. Now, when I got my CDL, it was $4,500, about 5 G's. Now, right now, with the inflation of immigrants, illegal, Now it costs you 10,000. I guarantee you by next year, it's gonna cost about 12 to 15,000 to get your CDL's license. So my point is saying, anytime we affect the bottom line, they gotta move the goalposts or they gotta apologize, and they will apologize. Anybody that's considering getting your CDL license, ASAP, homie. If you not, don't worry about it. But if you even thinking about it, you might want to move ASAP. 10,000 right now, and that's in like, that's in states like the southern states where shit is a little bit cheaper. Up in Jersey, Philly, Maryland, Chicago, anywhere up north, the mid, all that, probably already 15,000. So you got to know something, man. These things got to be pinpointed, or All In Alkaline Lifestyle. See you in the chat. Big Wrench. You know that feminine energy we all need when we giving up this game. Make sure y'all go subscribe to her channel. All In Alkaline Lifestyle. Big Wrench. Yeah. If you're going to do it, then you need to do it ASAP. It's dangerous. It's a lot of now they ain't even worried about us. They ain't even worried about black people. You know, FBA, Foundational Black Americans, getting in. We already in. We done already figured it out. We done already did the due diligence. People like me that's saying, damn, y'all ain't had a clearinghouse ever. Now, you know, back in the day, they could fail a drug test. They could lose that job and just go to another job. The clearinghouse is almost like the way they nationally netted the DMV. You remember back in the day where you could get a driver's license in Virginia. If your driver's license in Virginia was suspended, you could go to Jersey and get a Jersey driver's license and then just drive with that. So they had to connect all the DMVs so that they had to close up that hole in the system, right? Nigga lose his license in Jersey, he come down to Virginia, get a license, he good. It's the same thing with the clearinghouse. So back in the day, you could fail a drug test, lose that job. You can go down the street, get another job. They would never know about the job that you just had. But with the clearinghouse, once you fail a drug test, or you have a violation, or you have an accident, that shit is nationwide. Every job, every brokers, everybody will know that you had an accident, will know that you had a failed drug test. And it affects the way you get employed. It affects the way you work. It affects the bottom line. So I just wanted to break that down, because that's, it's always okay for them to manipulate the culture, for them to manipulate, capitalize, monetize off the culture. But anytime we try to get our hands and get our feet wet, it's an issue. It's time to stop spending money with these people, bro. That shit they did in Alabama, in Montgomery, Alabama, I salute them. I praise them for that. Just for the demonstration. All it takes is one demonstration. They always talk about Rosa Parks not being able to sit down and going to jail, but they never talk about the hundreds of millions of dollars they lost the next year from black people not riding the bus. It's time to stop spending money with a DJ Vladimir. It's time to really buckle down and get our dollar in check and get what we want out of these people, because if we don't spend, the economy don't run. If we stop spending money with these people, the economy will crash. Do you know that? Do you know that we are the most lucrative people on the fucking land? We are the most lucrative. We are the biggest consumer. DJ Vladimir is feeling the pressure. He's feeling the pressure, homie. He done lost some viewers. He done lost some subscribers. Now he want to apologize. And now he want to apologize. Well, you know what, DJ Vlad? We don't accept your apology. Put it in your back pocket. We don't accept, you know what? Pay him $50,000 and get an interview. It's time to control the dollar. It's time to take full advantage of what we bring to this country, what we bring to these situations, because everybody is monetizing off our situation. Everybody. I want to point something. I want to show y'all something, right? Big salute to the chat. Big salute to the chat, man. I want to show y'all something that you got to know, man. My wheels turn and my mind is different. Everybody remembers the movie American Gangster with Frank Lucas, right? Y'all remember that movie? It was about a gangster. He was selling drugs. It was tearing up the black community. Drug dealing and heroin and coke and all this money was being made. And you know, the whole plot and the end of the movie was I'm about to say DJ Vladimir, Frank Lucas being locked up and taken off the streets because we need to get this big dope dealer off the streets. That was the angle of the movie. But it was always a part of the movie that caught my eye. It was out of everything in the movie, it was the meeting that the Italian mobster had with the police officer. The Italian mobster and the police officer that locked up Frank Lucas were best friends. And the only reason, well, I'm gonna let this guy speak, man. But the only reason they took Frank Lucas off the streets is because he was affecting the bottom line of the Italian mafia. You see what I'm saying? He was affecting the bottom line of the Italian mafia. They didn't take him off the street because he was destroying his community, because people were going to jail and people was high on drugs and the kids, to protect the kids. They only took him to jail because he affected the bottom line of them dog fur having people, because they all got dog fur. If it's the Ukrainian people, the Italians, whatever you want to call them, Caucasian, head full of dog fur like a Labrador, a sheepdog. You ever smelled a sheepdog? You ever seen a golden retriever? Salute to the chat. 133 people in here, man. Hit that like button. I want y'all to watch this. Listen to this guy.
That's the way it goes. There's crooked politicians, there's crooked cops, there's crooked people. That's just keeping it real.
Now, you said the Italians didn't like Frank Lucas. Why is that?
It's not that they didn't like him, is they were afraid of what he was becoming. In their eyes, it's scary for an African-American man to have that much power. And the fact of the matter is he cut out the middlemen. He went to Vietnam and he got it for $4,000 a kilo. And the rest is history. But it was like the cop said at the end, who gave you permission in here? And he didn't have permission from anybody. He said, I'm Frank Lucas.
So normally, back then, the Negro man would probably have to go to the Italians to get any type of product.
Yeah, they would. They would get it from us, you know, and they would just come every week. There was never a problem because, you know, everybody in the Bronx in New York, that was all taken care of. You know, Bumpy Johnson, everything they did in New York and Harlem, they did right.
You see what I'm saying? It always stuck out to me that they locked him up because he cut out the Italians. So as long as the Italians, as long as the Ukrainians, as long as the DJ Vladimirs is destroying the community, poisoning the community, funneling money out of the community, as long as they doing it, it's cool. As long as they getting rich, filthy rich, sending their kids to college off the backs of black people, it's cool. Soon as we get smart and we step in and we take over, now we need to get the gangsters off the streets. Now we need to get the thugs off the streets. Now it's an issue. Always rung bells to me. Listen to me. Tom Jones, salute my G. Maybe they were brown skin, maybe they were dark skinned, but they still had a head full of dog fur. It didn't matter if they was brown skin, dark. It don't matter what color them Caucasians originally was. They don't got ether growing out their skin. That dog fur don't defy the laws of gravity. That's what separate us. That's what let you know that they are mankind and we are the original. They are mankind. They came up with that word. They put it right in front of your face for you to know. You just got to be smart enough to see what's going on. Mankind. All right? So I ain't never debated what their original color was. You ain't never heard me go back and forth with nobody about what their original color was. That dog fur was dog furring. Huh? That dog fur, when they was coming out those Caucasus Mountains and they was going over there into the waterfall to wash up, when they stepped out that waterfall, they smelled like a golden retriever. Huh? 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 A sheepdog. Golden retrievers wasn't even invented yet. They wasn't even here yet, and they smelled like golden. When that dog fur get wet, it smell like a dog, don't it? When them Caucasian people that you talking about come out the rain and step into the house or come on a school bus, it smell like a dog, don't it? When you used to go to school and it was raining outside and you went into the lunchroom for get breakfast and it was them people was in there, didn't it smell like a dog was in there? Dog fur. But the point is, it's time to manipulate the dollar. Oh, we powerful. As soon as we manipulate this dollar bill or whatever the currency is, because we control the currency, we stimulate the economy. Imagine that. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be, man. Now, in the title, you know, because I'm not gonna go long about DJ Vladimir. You know, we all know the story, so I'm not gonna go in depth on what they did. We already know what they said. Him and Michael Rubin. These are two little hat people. These are two 3-letter people that apologize to the community instantly for some reason. Michael Rubin, he's a billionaire. Why he gotta double back and say my bad to the community? You know why? Because it's gonna affect your bottom line, homie. We gonna figure, you know, we'll figure out, oh, he got his hands in this and in that, and we'll stop spending money for talking like that about the community. You really wanna, yo, the higher ups and the elites that I talk about, you really wanna check them? Cause we playing chess on the chessboard of life right now. You really wanna checkmate the higher ups and the elites? Let's control the dollar. We ain't spending no more money for the next 24 months. We'll figure out a way. We need clothes. We'll go to Made in Norfolk Apparel and we'll spend money with a driver. We need food. We'll go out and find a black farmer or find somebody. We'll figure this shit out. But we not spending money in them nasty ass grocery stores no more. We not spending money with Rolex and Versace and Armani. We not spending money with none of y'all. Nigga, Fruit of Balloons, all of that. The little bit of money that we do gotta spend with y'all to be so small. We done, man, shit, 90% of your income is wiped out. The little 10% come from a driver still having to get cotton from you, but we'll go all black. We'll figure out a black clothing supplier, mass producer. Everything is 24 months. We'll wipe their ass out. 24 months, nigga. It wouldn't be nothing but 2 years. Probably not even that, but I'm going to say 2 years. And they'll be on their knees, kissing the ring, begging black people, please. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. We really ain't rocking. You know, the apology is just letting us know that we affecting something over there, and we don't need to accept the apology, nigga. Keep that. Now, when the title of this video right here, right? And the title of this video right here, and I hope they don't play with the. I also put in there following your purpose. Following your purpose, man. I wanna speak on following your purpose. See, my generation, right? I feel like we was lied to. I know we was lied to, but some of the lies was intentional and some of the lies wasn't intentional. They just didn't have the information. They didn't have smartphones. They wasn't able to tap into certain knowledge and certain wisdom that we got at the palm of our hands right now being able to tap into it. So I don't like to fully put it out there like we just been full, but you know, some shit was intentional, some shit was not. And you know, we was taught that, you know, chase women, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what you heard about me, but a bitch can't get a dollar out of me. No Cadillac, no furs you can't see. Cause I'm a mother again PIM. I'm about my money, you see. You can holler. My bad, right? These songs played in our head. This shit was like have multiple women and, you know, get money, chase women. But nobody was sitting us down and telling us, follow your purpose. What is your purpose? As a young man, you need to be trying to figure out what your purpose is. One of the things that I know I'm here for is giving out this game. Like, you know, contrast to the establishment. You know, but the grand scheme of things, right? Young men need to follow their purpose. Why should you follow your purpose? Why is it your purpose? Because a man that follows his purpose, right? A man that figures out his purpose and he follows his purpose, the money and the women follow him. Imagine somebody would have told us that at like 11 years old, 13 years old. A man that follows his purpose, the women and the money follows him. So when you following your purpose, you ain't got to chase a bag. You ain't got to chase a bitch. You ain't got to chase nothing because they'll be chasing you. On top of that, right? Your purpose. For a lot of y'all, your purpose is to go against and buck the establishment. For a lot of y'all, your purpose is to be a warrior for the culture, right? But you can't see, and you don't, first off, you ain't had nobody tell you to follow your purpose. Everybody telling you to chase a bag. Everybody telling you to chase women. All the influence outside is saying money, women. Nobody's telling you to follow your purpose. Chase that. Why is it so hard to comprehend that, right? It's because the higher ups and the elites are doing everything in their power to keep you unfocused, to keep you distracted, to keep you looking here and here so that you don't look straight at your purpose. Because if you start following your purpose and you let that shit sink in and you let the downloads download, that's when you start looking at DJ Vladimir as an enemy. That's when you start looking at this Italian dude right here as an enemy. That's when you start looking at the establishment as a whole as an enemy. And now you start figuring out ways, because if once you become an enemy, we trying to figure out a way to turn you to a pack now. We trying to figure out a way to be smoking on you by the end of the night. Once you become an enemy, now you got a problem. So what do they do? What do they do? Why? Your purpose. You ain't never heard this. When the last time somebody told you this? When you was a young man, did anybody ever tell you this? Did anybody put emphasis on your purpose? The purpose, homie, is deeper than rap. It get deeper, get wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. Your purpose is gonna come from the ancestors talking to you through your DNA. You know. Why do they want to? How do they keep you distracted, Grown Man Business TV? What do you mean by that? Well, this is the answer for why all you got to do is scroll down Instagram and all you see is ass and titties all up and down Insta. Listen, I can't say certain words on these apps. On Instagram, I can't say ass, ASS, or Facebook, I can't say ass, ASS, right? But I go in my search engine and all I see is ass. Naked, scattered ass. It's scattered everywhere. Yeah. You go on Instagram, it's ass everywhere. These women butt ass naked. If you ain't got a woman and you ain't really you can't really articulate yourself. You're not a social being, right? Pornhub free. You got to ask yourself, why is Pornhub free? Why is it free? These things are put there to distract you. Chase women. Oh, it's hard not to chase ass when it's scattered all in front of you. You feel what I'm saying? Money. You need ass and money. That's all we want y'all to focus on. Because if you start focusing on your purpose, then you ain't focused. Trust me, your purpose ain't no ass. It ain't no female. Ain't no female. It ain't no female on God's green earth. Your purpose. Now, when you a man that's walking and going towards your purpose, that same woman that he got to pay for, she gonna follow you. She gonna chase you. She'll get on her knees and do whatever you tell her to do because you a man walking in your purpose. Yeah, yeah. Desmond, that's why, I like what you just said, right? Two things can always be true at the same time. But let's dig into that, right? As my man Desmond said, as motivates as as motivates you to want to be more successful sometimes, right? That's a fact. But the problem is because you're not chasing your purpose, what happens to these men that let ass motivate them once the ass ain't, once you get it, once you get that, once you smash that, once you hit that, right? Now it don't mean nothing no more. Now you got post nut syndrome. You done nutted. Now you want shorty to get out your house. You disgusted with her now. You don't even want to talk to her for real because you done got what you wanted. You done nutted and now you done came back down to reality off all those endorphins and shit pumping through your body. Now you done came. See, a man that let ass motivate him to want to be more successful is always going to need ass. He's always going to need a female. He's always going to need that. Because what happens when the ass ain't around no more? What happens when you done smashed all the ass you can smash? Now what motivates you? It's supposed to be your purpose. See, your purpose is what gonna surpass the money. Your purpose is what's gonna surpass the ass. Your purpose is what's gonna surpass all of the distractions they got set up for you. So you saying that let me know that this is good game giving. Good game giving. Yeah, you the ass is motivating you now, but what happens when the ass ain't fun no more? What happened when you done had so much of it, it don't motivate you no more? I ain't, listen, man. Shout out to my barber. You know what I'm saying? He lined me up nice and neat. Always been one of them dudes, homie. Ever since high school, I can remember being one of them dudes. When I was in high school, I had like one of the prettiest girls in high school. All the baseball player, basketball player, they all wanted her. Her name was Precious. I had her. She was my girl, right? So I know what it mean to be one of them dudes. I know what it mean to run through and do. And when you get to a certain level in life, that shit is always gonna be appealing. You know what I'm saying? Who don't like to see a beautiful woman or see your wife looking real good, fat ass? And who don't like, having a good time with your wife, or if you single with multiple women, right? But I'm here to give you that game that, bruh, how many more asses can you see? How many more BBWs and BBLs can you get your hands on? How many different more? It's only a certain amount of this. Now you start looking at a bitch deeper, you go through. I'm at the point I'll be scrolling through Instagram like this shit is out of like, what are we doing, son? Like, why when you take a picture, you looking at the camera and then instantly you turn around and put your ass at, like, it ain't appealing, bro. Because it's just the purpose. What happens when the ass don't motivate you no more? Why you think dudes get $125 million, $45 million? Why you think Junior Seau blew his brains out? Kurt Cobain blew his brains out. Why you think these rich people that get all this money, the money that you dream about, the money that you say in yourself, if I could just get that 100 million, man, I would be so happy. And then all these people that get that 100 million blow their brains out. Why you think it happened like that? Because they ain't chasing a purpose. They was chasing money. And now you done got more money than you could ever spend. Now you done got all the money you could ever spend. And what you realize when you get to the top of that mountain is that, damn, it wasn't about the money. It was about the experience. It was about the purpose. It was about enjoying and experiencing life. Now I got $250 million. It's like, if you don't have a purpose, what do? You get on drugs, you get tricked out your money, you blow your brains out. It's the same thing with women, homie. Let me give you, the downloads are going to download. I'm just going to talk, right? You got dogs and cats. When you come, what does a dog do when it uses the bathroom in the house and it doesn't get a chance to go outside? The dog takes his shit right there in front of the door. As soon as you walk in the house, you see the defecation right there on the floor, and the dog is pouting, is crying, is hoping that you're not gonna be mad at it. But the defecation is right there. The piss is right there on the floor. You see it, you clean it up. Cats, on the other hand, they'll go in your closet. They'll go somewhere that they see that you don't move and you don't frequent, right? And they'll take a shit in that area. And for about 6 months, you'll be walking around your house saying, man, it smells like shit in here. It smells like ass in here. The whole time the cat walking around like everything's sweet. The cat walking around like it ain't no thing. The cat walking around like everything cool. And then one day you go in the back and you clean that closet out and it's a ton of shit back there. That's the difference between men. We can't hide behind makeup. We can't hide behind weave. We can't hide behind a person. We can't hide who we are. We just are who we are. Women get to put on makeup. They get to put on weave. They get to put on eyelashes. They get to put on fake nails. They get to put on BBWs. They get to put on BBLs. They get to put breast implant. They get to fucking hide behind all that shit. So when you chasing women, bruh, it's the worst thing. When you ain't chasing your purpose and you got ass in front of that, you gonna crash. Cause the women ain't even real for the most part, respectfully. So you chasing an illusion. You chasing a motherfucking catfish. When you young, the ass is gonna motivate you. When you elevate, you gonna realize that you ain't gotta, the purpose gonna motivate you. Everything come behind your purpose. The ass, the money, everything come behind you chasing your purpose. It is what it is and it'll be what it's gonna be. I saw a video of Carisha recently, man, with no makeup, no hair, all that shit. And it should be illegal, that type of catfishing. You feel me? I spoke recently about discipline, right? And I said that you're not a man unless you have discipline. You're not a man unless you have a certain amount of discipline. You're not a man in this world unless you have a certain amount of patience. And you're not a man if you don't have a purpose. All right. So let's talk about patience. Let's talk about patience, right? A lot of young men, right, don't have patience. They see Instagram, they see social media, and they say, I need this money, man. I want to ball like Lil Baby. I want money like Future. You know, understand? I need this shit now. What's taking me so long? And not having the patience to go through the process, not having patience to experience the good and the bad so that you can get to your purpose, so that you can see clearly. They smoke a lot of weed. They do all these different things to cloud up their mind so that you don't have to be a man, look in the mirror and look at your purpose, right? And a lot of guys get caught up like that. So they end up with these women that dress themselves up as successful, dress themselves up as whatever, Barbies, whatever it is. And they lock into these women and they marry these women, or they have babies with these women, or they, because they don't have enough patience. They didn't have enough patience to sit by themselves and sit in their purpose and go after their purpose. So they lock in with these women. And then what happens is 10, 15, 20 years from now, your blessings come. Your blessings come. And what you realize is, if you would have just stayed down the whole time and chased your purpose, you wouldn't even be locked into this female. You wouldn't be 4 or 5 kids in. You wouldn't be going through the hell that you're going through because you locked into a female instead of locking into your purpose. Yeah. Yeah. That's what the downloads was telling me. Because when you lock into your purpose, you become a warrior. Men that lock into their purpose, they don't lock in the women, homie. They end up having their own cribs, they end up having their own condos, they end up having all their own shit, and they're able to dictate the type of women that they have around them because they don't need a female to help them do this. They don't need a female to help them do that. They don't need a female to help them with their credit. They don't need a female to help them. Nah, they become a certain type of man. They become a certain type of man that don't need a female for anything but her femininity. But when you don't have patience, you lock into that female because it look like she doing better. It look like her credit is better than yours. It look like she got a degree or two. It look like she gonna be something. But then 15 years from now, you realize, damn, I didn't need none of that. But you stuck now. And you indebted to this woman because she done did X, Y, and Z. See, you got to have discipline. You got to have patience. And you got to chase your purpose. And you need to do those. You need to lock into those three qualities as early as possible. And then you need to go face forward to that shit. No, you understand? Not you don't need a whole bunch of ass around you to distract you. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with smoking bud, smoke your weed, but just understand that they starting to tamper with the weed. That shit ain't what we was smoking back in the day. So that's just another way for them to distract you more. That's another way for them to get in your mind and keep you off your purpose. The weed ain't the same weed we was smoking. So I don't like to talk down on niggas who smoke weed still, but you got to understand something. I don't be seeing nobody with the slanted eyes no more. You remember when that good natural plant, that weed, that cannabis used to make your eyes get slanty like that? Yeah, you look Japanese. We used to make references to Japanese people and Chinese people. The weed used to make your eyes look like that. But now, your eyes don't get slanted. They just be open and red as fuck. Y'all don't know the difference? Your eyes just be open like this, but you look like a vampire. So all of these things are distractions. Pornhub. Bro, all the things they make you pay for. You never looked at Pornhub and said to yourself, this is a trap. This right here gotta be a trap. This shit is too good to be true. Where you can type in any type of bitch that you want to look at. Fat, small, skinny, tall, light skin, brown, whatever you want. And you can have her at your dispensary right there. You can do whatever you want by yourself right there. And it's free. You don't have to pay a monthly subscription. I'm talking all the ass and titties you could think of right here on your screen. And you ain't had to pay $1 a month for this shit. So you don't see the trap. You ain't seen the smoke and mirror. It's right there. While you looking at Pornhub, you not focusing on your purpose. While you scrolling through Instagram with all the scattered ass everywhere, looking up and down her profile, you ain't figured out what you here for. Yeah, close the tab, Daz. Hey Daz, close the tab, homie. We all guilty. We all done been there. I don't fuck with none of that. I left that shit alone a long time ago. A long time ago. I practice semen retention, actually. And I ain't telling y'all to do that. I'm just saying I do it. That's why I ain't got a bald head and shit. You know what I mean? Like, little niggas my age, they start losing their hair and shit. I practice semen retention. Close the tab, homie. It's a trap. It's a trap, babe. The game is to be sold, not told. But here at Grown Man Business TV, I'm gonna tell it. I ain't selling it. I let YouTube pay me my residuals for the game that I give up. You gotta have discipline. That means you gotta, homie. Hey, Dez just closed the tab, right? But I bet you Dez gonna open that tab when this live back. When this live is over, Dez, you ain't gonna have enough discipline to keep that tab closed. Keep that tab closed for 3 days. Don't go into Pornhub for 3 days. I bet money. I bet money. You be in there. No. That was my this is my MacBook, my laptop right here. I transferred the phone calls and the text messages to the book, so it vibrates and shit. You got some good ears though. I ain't think y'all heard that. Yeah, that's the MacBook. The purpose, discipline, patience. You know, I ain't gonna stay too much longer, but I really want to kind of elaborate more on the patience part. Patience, man. Young men, it's always gonna look like, and it's always gonna feel like, and in today's society, they got it set up. The matrix is set up to make you feel like you ain't in position. It don't matter how good you doing. It don't matter what, that you on your purpose, that you making the right steps, that you doing the right thing. The instant gratification that the matrix is set up for now. The instant gratification, right? Everybody want to be rich. Everybody want to be a baller. Everybody want this shit right now. It takes away that quality of patience, homie. So you got to be patient with yourself. You got to give yourself some grace if you doing the right thing, and you know when you doing the right thing. You know when you look in the mirror, if you doing the right thing or not. Nobody could tell you this. You know, right? You got to get, and I'm talking to young men, because for women it's different. It's really not like, women, y'all get y'all golden years real early. I mean, even as young teenagers, y'all start to blossoming and y'all become young women, and you can easily do it right and have a millionaire put you on a yacht at 18, 19 and have your ass out in Italy if you do it right. For men, it's different for us. So when you 15, 16, 17, and now in today's time, 18, 19, 20, and you a young man, and you look on Instagram and you see another young man getting millions of dollars or doing X, Y, and Z like Kai Cenat, and you saying to yourself like, damn, I need to get better. I want to be like that. You're not giving yourself the proper grace, and you're not giving yourself the proper patience. You understand what I'm saying? To get to that level in a normal manner, in a right manner, because they show you so much instant gratification of these dudes just going from being broke to being rich. They don't never really show you the work that it take, the drama, the sleepless nights, all of the extras. They don't show that part. Everybody just posting their wins and that's it. So give yourself some grace and give yourself some patience and learn how to spend time alone as a young man. This ain't the time. See, they lied to us. They told us go get 2 girlfriends and make sure you a pimp and do this and shit. And it's like, really, you need to be spending a lot of time alone as a young man. Why is she texting? Go get you some buns. Go get you some ass. Go do that. But let's not spend too much time socializing, trying to chase women, trying to chase money, and get your money and get your little bit of women and get your purpose in order. This is the time when you're supposed to be doing that. Give yourself some patience, because you got to know something. Everything you asking for, you going to get it. Everything you asking for, everything you telling the universe that you want, if you telling the universe with pure intentions, you going to get it. And a lot of the times, The things that you say you want, you really don't want. The things that you say you wish you had, you really don't understand what come with that shit. So be careful what you asking for. Give yourself patience. Give yourself grace. Don't lock into a female at 18. Don't have a baby with this female at 21 years old and lock yourself in for the next 18 years because you didn't think that you was going to be anything. You didn't think that you was going to be able to get to it. You didn't think that your situation was going to change, because I guarantee you in 10 years, it's not going to be something going to change, homie. And when your opportunity come now, you got opportunists in your room. Whew. Word to Nip. Word to Nipsey Hussle. R.I.P. to Nip the Crip. Got that? I got that ball from Nipsey Hussle. Hope your opportunity don't come with opportunists in your room. When you ain't patient with yourself, when you don't give yourself grace, when you lock into this female and you have babies with her, and you didn't, because you didn't believe in yourself. You thought that it was supposed to happen already, but you didn't understand that your blessing is 6 years away. Your blessing is 6 years up the road. Can you see 6 years up the road? Can you imagine what you might can have in 6 years if you stay on course with your purpose? You can't even see it because you high. You done smoked all this weed, you popping pills, you partying, you chasing ass, you at the club, you motivated by ass. So you can't even see. And by the time that shit come, you either in jail, you got 4 kids, you locked up. I'm telling you. The downloads have been telling me to tap in more to this aspect. I never wanted to be this is Grown Man Business TV, right? But as I started doing content, I said to myself, the downloads didn't tell me this. I said this to myself. I said, man, I don't want to be the guy telling you what a man is. This is Grown Man Business TV, but I don't want to be the guy telling you how to be a man, or what it take to be a man, or what you should or shouldn't be doing. I never wanted to be that guy. So I indulge in celebrity content, talking about different variables and with different angles with the higher ups and the elites, because those things the downloads are telling me to talk about. But recently, the downloads been telling me, don't tell them how to be a man, don't tell them what they should or shouldn't be doing, but give them game and tell them what it takes. So I'm not going to tell you what to do. You do what you want with this information. I'm not going to tell you what you need to do or what you don't need to be doing. But what I will tell you is, this is what it takes to go to the next level. When I talk about discipline, when I talk about patience, when I talk about following your purpose, when I talk about capital, commitment, consistency, the 3 C's, triple C's, when I talk about these things, these are the tools that you can take from Grown Man Business TV to apply to your life to go to the next level. How we need to spend our money. These are weapons. This is a gun that I'm giving you. Word to KRS-One. This is a gun that I'm putting in your hand. You use it how fit. You use it how you want to use it. So it's gonna be way more of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when I first started, people was like, yo, let's talk about real estate and let's talk about that. And I was like, man, I'm not like a real estate mogul. I'm just like anybody else. I just kind of tried to figure out a way with X, Y, and Z. So the real estate thing the downloads never downloaded. But as far as being a man, homie, the men that I grew up under, they like dinosaurs, real men. The qualities of real men. That shit is like few far in between. It's like a dinosaur to run across a real man that got a deep voice and uses Adam's apple and don't care about your toxic masculinity, because he understands that there's no such thing as toxic masculinity. It's only masculinity. So the download said, okay, those are the qualities. Those are the qualities you should. And here we are. Young men, you got to practice patience with yourself, with the world, with your kids, with your women, whatever. You need to practice patience. You need to give yourself a chance to get rich. Give yourself a chance to become successful. Give yourself a chance. Stop locking into these women, homie. Stop having babies and shit, and just practice sexual discipline, homie. practice sexual discipline. I'm not gonna tell you to practice semen retention. That's a little harder, but just be more disciplined about who you even will lay down with. You understand? Like, give yourself a chance to get to the next level, nigga. And I'm gonna leave y'all with this. And respect all my women that's in the chat, you know what I'm saying? All in Alkaline Lifestyle, all the women that's tapped in with Grown Man Business TV, you know what I'm saying? Being able to fall up under my voice and be able to fall up under a conversation I'm having with grown men today. You know, if the shoe don't fit, don't wear it. Women have lost a lot of respect for men because the majority of these guys don't practice sexual discipline. All women, you got to understand something. Women look at you and they say, I can have that nigga if I want him. All I got to do is take these panties off. He going to do whatever I tell him to do. If I take this bra and these panties off, your man, your husband, your boyfriend, that nigga over there standing in that corner, if I tell him that I take these panties off, that nigga going to get on his knees. He going to kiss the ring. You understand? So you think that you winning, you think that you did something, you think that you the man, when really they looking at you and they laughing at you and they saying that nigga easy. The same way we talk about women and we say, oh, she a jump off, she easy. Everybody had her. Women talking about y'all the same way. And the same way we lose respect for women after we know, yeah, she easy. We lose a lot of respect for her. She's a jump off, right? That's the same way women lose respect for you men that can't keep your pants up, can't keep your belt on, can't keep your dick in your pants. They look down on you. They talk down on you. You lose stock in the industry, homie. You become less valuable. One of the things that'll change this whole matrix is if men start having some motherfucking coof about themselves. If men start saying, nah, shorty, you bad, but you can't, this dick ain't for free. You remember when Kendrick Lamar said this dick ain't for free? Bitch, you got to have something going about yourself. You know how to read, bitch. Read the paragraph right there. Let me see if you know how to read. I'm not putting no dick, bitch. Are you a good mother? Do you know how to cook? Do you have feminine attributes? Do you bring anything to the table? I already got a table, shorty. Don't tell me you the table, because I already got a fucking table with a marble countertop. I don't need you to be the table. I need you to bring something to the... See, when men start standing on grown man business again, that's when shit gonna start. That's when it's gonna start. Yeah. That's when it's going to start coming back around. That's when it's going to start making sense. You know, women say, oh, these men aren't men. And you got men saying, oh, these women aren't the traditional. It's because men ain't standing on business. Nigga, keep your dick in your pants. Don't make it so easy. Oh, no, shorty, slow down, baby. Woo, shit, baby. You fast, ain't you? Oh, I thought we was about to, nah. You thought wrong, shorty. I thought we was just, nah, that ain't that easy. You ain't just about to, that ain't how that go, shorty. You got a little, nah, that ain't how that go. This is priceless right here, what I got between my legs, shorty. I'm carrying life. My sperm is the life source. Your eggs are dead, and listen, your eggs don't mean nothing if I don't put sperm on it. Your eggs lay dormant. That's why women have periods and cycles every month, because the eggs are dead. So after a month of them eggs sitting in that body, the body got to kick the eggs out because them bitches is dead. We can't just have dead eggs inside the goddamn refrigerator and the shit gets spoiled. But me, and these nuts right here, they're climate controlled. Did you know that did you know that these nuts is climate controlled? It controls its own climate because it's incubating life. All day, all night, my nuts are incubating sperm that are alive. Your eggs are dead. That's why your body is a whole bunch of blood come out the motherfucker. You had that cycle, that circle, the cycle thing, whole bunch of goddamn blood and gore. It's like a horror movie. Y'all women, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? When y'all have that horror movie every month and it's blood all like Jason Voorhees and goddamn Freddy Krueger came in there and had a goddamn fight heads up competition. Jason Voorhees and Freddy Krueger. 'Cause Freddy Krueger, 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 'cause Freddy Kru It's a it's a whole goddamn horror movie in that tampon you got down there. It's a whole horror movie in that tampon patch that you keep down there. It's nasty work. Look like a goddamn look like a candlestick hanging out the bottom of that hole. Look like look like you got a candlestick hanging out the bottom, right? Look like a whole can. You know what I'm talking about. It's a reason why the reason why y'all have a cycle is because those eggs are dead. And your body can't keep no dead ass eggs in there. That shit gonna turn spoiled. The refrigerator gonna smell like spoiled eggs. So your body got to push it out. Now, men, we don't have a cycle because our sperm is alive. It's not dead. It's a life source. It's actually a life. You put this shit on under a microscope, them motherfuckers just moving everywhere. They alive. So with that being said, men, you need to have more, need to be more discreet with that. You need to be a little bit more, don't just give that shit to nobody. What are you talking about? Hey, hold on, baby. Hold on, baby. Nah. Put that little cat back in your, put that cat back in the cage, shawty. I don't even know if I want it. I mean, I got to make sure that the refrigerator don't smell like rotten eggs. I mean, is you getting your, is your pH balance on point? Are you eating right? Have you been goddamn drinking Hennessy and smoking cigarettes, bitch? I don't know if I want to go into that refrigerator. If your is your pH, these niggas don't even ask a bitch how if a pH balance is your bitch is your pH balance right down there? Ask a female that before she, bitch, is you good down there? Bitch going, oh, I don't want to come back next week. Okay, yeah, we come back next week then. The realest on YouTube, nigga, ain't nobody talking like this. Nobody giving up no game to y'all like this. And the downloads been telling me, yeah, the name is Grown Man Business TV for a reason. One of the reasons is you got to get these youngsters and you got to get even grown men. You got to get them grown man business. You niggas will risk your whole life for some ass. You got a wife, kids, you got property, you got a lot of shit to lose, and you'll lose it all for some ass. And and then the ass ain't even got the pH balance off. The bitch been drinking, she been drinking Hennessy and goddamn Patron all week. You know what I'm saying? Smoking cigarettes and using weird ass lotions and shit. And now her pH balance is, you done lost everything for some nasty practice discipline on me. Yeah. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Big salute to the chat, man. You know, these things are gonna be talked about, and I started this off with the DJ Vladimir. Hey, let's start calling him DJ Vladimir. Don't call him Vlad no more. When you go into his chat or you engaging with this dude, call him Vladimir. We started off with DJ Vladimir because, you know, it's something that we needed to tap into. I just wanted to put that out there and put that game out there. But then we gonna always lock in with this grown man business. I got a lot of game to give you young boys. And, you know, it's time to get this shit intact. It's time to get this shit intact. It's time for men to be men, homie. It's time for young men to start becoming grown men. And y'all can't become grown men if somebody ain't telling you the game. If somebody ain't giving you the qualities and telling you, you know, the actual qualities that it take to stand on this business. Give yourself patience. Don't let, a lot of the times they say, oh, you trapped. Don't let this bitch trap you with a baby. 18 years of your goddamn life is what you about to give up. The whole time you was on course. You was on course to be successful. You just ain't give yourself enough time. You ain't give yourself enough patience to wait for the opportunity to come so you could take advantage of the opportunity. You jumped and did X, Y, and Z. You went and did a whole bunch of married this bitch and everything. And now when your opportunity come, it's opportunists in your room. It's hard to get your opportunity when you got opportunists around you. Trust me, man. I'm telling you. Some of this stuff is from experience. Some of this stuff is from the downloads. It's hard for you to take your opportunity to the next level You got to know something. Even a trash can gets a steak. Even a trash can is going to get a steak one time in his life. Even a broken clock is right twice a day. A broken clock is going to be on time twice a day. You got to give yourself a chance to get that steak that's coming to you. You got to give yourself a chance, because when it come and you ain't got no wife, no kids, you now you're prime real estate. But when you done fucked up and now the opportunity to come, now you got a kid, the bitch put you on child support, you assed out now. Your opportunity is come and gone. Come and gone, my G. If you lucky to come around again, that's if you gotta be touched by the heavens. These women are made up. They're catfish. It's an illusion. It ain't real. This shit, men, we are way more real than what women are today. We don't wear fake eyelashes. This is a real beard. You got to understand something. You understand? This ain't some yaki shit. This ain't Indian Remy right here. This is a real beard. This is my real hair. What you see is what you get when you look at a grown man. But when we look at these women, we don't know what the fuck we looking at. You gotta understand something. We are it. We carry life. Y'all incubate life. We carry life. Y'all incubate life for 9 months. We carry life for our whole life. We got sperm in our nuts for our life. All the way till I'm 80, 90 years old. I'm gonna have my nuts is full of sperm. I'm carrying life. You incubate the life that I give you. You only carry life if I give it to you. And you only carry it for 9 months. We need to separate the big dogs from the puppies. We need to separate the women from the men. It's God, man, woman, child for a reason. It's God first, then it's man, then it's woman, then it's child for a reason. And until men stand on business, get back to the real code of this shit, they just gonna pull their panties off and have your silly ass eating twat over there. You a grown ass big dog. She got your silly ass eating twat the whole time. Her pH balance ain't even right. Your dumb ass Des, my homie Desmond. You done got so motivated by the ass. She got you eating twat that the pH balance ain't right about it. You wouldn't believe how many women are walking around with a off pH balance. That shit ain't supposed to be white creamy like that. It's supposed to be clear, and it ain't supposed to smell like nothing. When the last time you had a when the last time you had a bit that shit was clear and it ain't smell like nothing? You hitting them bitches, that shit white, is look like baby powder. It goddamn look like Jergens lotion down there. Got a weird twang smell to it. It is shit's twangy. This shit twangy. Oh, it just supposed. No, it ain't supposed to smell like that. It's twangy. It's supposed to be like water, Scott. Yeah, when we was growing up, when the last time you heard a young nigga say that shit was like water? When we was growing up, we knew it was supposed to be like water. You don't even hear the rappers. You don't hear little baby say it was like water. You don't hear no young people say anything about that, about it being like water, because all these bitches pH balance is off. So all they know is the Jergens lotion that's down. It's Jergens down there. And it smell twangy. Smell like a twang. Hey James 32. They done fucked around. They using a wrong soap. They washing up with the wrong soap. It's a lot of shit that throw a female pH balance off. A female gotta know what she doing to keep that pH balance on course. That bitch done went and got the Dove scent, and the scent in that Dove is tearing that ass up, and you down there because you can't practice sexual discipline. You done got your mouth, you eating, you sticking Roger Wood all in some that shit. Come on, man. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Salute to the chat, man. Y'all know where y'all at. Grown Man Business TV. I ain't gonna stay too much longer with y'all. Let me handle some business real quick. Salute to the chat, man. I know y'all don't steal nothing, so don't steal nothing. Salute to the chat, what it do? Yeah, man, I'm crossing state lines at all times. I'm leaving out the night, so leaving out the night, man. So we ripping and running. Go for it. What kind of coffee? I get Dro the Poet. I get all black. I get a black coffee, right? So I get my coffee with nothing in it. I get my coffee with nothing in it, and then I ask for 3 creams, 3 little cream cups. So what I do is I get an all black coffee. I put 2.5 creams in it, 2.5 little creams, and then I just a couple of teaspoons of sugar. So I don't let them mix my coffee. I mix my own coffee. You know, them vanilla, all that vanilla and all that shit it's too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm an old head, man. That should be too much sugar. So I don't get like vanilla or nothing like that. I get a black coffee, fresh black coffee, 3 creams. I put 2.5 creams in it, and I put a couple of teaspoons of sugar, and that's it. Salute to the chat, man. Making fun of these BBL say, yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie, that shit is crazy. It's nasty work. Yeah, I kind of like just regular coffee. I'm an old head, man. Like, I didn't grow up with like vanilla splash and walnut and hazel and you know what I'm saying. I just like a real. I like the coffee that tastes like coffee. I don't like it to taste like a bunch of cream and sugar and vanilla and hazelnut. Like, who the fuck drink hazelnut coffee? Like, I didn't, when I was a kid, our parents had like coffee pots, you know what I'm saying? And they would like make coffee and shit. It wasn't no Keuraids. It was a coffee pot. It would have like black coffee in it. And then you could kind of make the coffee how you want. So, and I just want to put this out here. This is no disrespect to women, you know what I'm saying? But these things got to be said so that some order can be established. You understand what I'm saying? Women feel like this, that, and the third. Now, it's really because a lot of men, they simps, they suck, they hoes. You know what I'm saying? And once you start becoming a simp or a hoe, it's really in a female's nature to take advantage of that. So when you start letting a female believe that she carry life, they're gonna run with that. That's just what it's just like it's like what some children, you know what I'm saying? If you let a child believe that it's smarter than you, they gonna run with that. You gotta reinsure to that child, you not smarter than me. I asked you this question because I already knew the answer. See how smart you are? You thought you was getting over on me. I asked, so that's why you have to do things like that with children. You have to like show them certain things like, nigga, I'm smarter than you. Don't ever get it confused. And then in due time, they realize, yeah, man, my daddy, I ain't gonna lie to my daddy. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna do that because I'm gonna have to lie to my daddy and he gonna know. It's called leadership. That's how you lead them, right? It's the same thing with women. So you got women thinking that they carry life until you get a man telling you you don't carry life. And let me explain why you don't carry life. You only carry life for 9 months, and that's only if I give you the life source. That's the see, you never heard nobody break it down like that. That's why y'all have periods. Oh, women have periods because blah 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 blah. No. Y'all only have a cycle because your eggs are dead. They do not, they call it laying dormant. That's the politically correct term for what your eggs do. They lay dormant in darkness, in total darkness. They lay dormant. And if I give it an egg, if I give it life, then it comes alive. If I don't put my sperm in there and give the egg life, then the egg is already dead and has to be removed from your body, because what you're gonna just have dead eggs in there, you'll fucking rot. It's like, you understand what I'm saying? It's not, it's nasty work. So now you have to lose blood. You have to lose, and what comes out in that blood, and all that blood, the horror movie, the fucking egg is in there because it's worthless. It's worthless without sperm. Now, sperm is not worthless without an egg. Let's just say I don't have sex and I keep my sperm in my nuts, and I don't waste it with one of these BBL you know what I'm saying? These fucking made up women, right? If you have a bald spot in the back of your head as a man, don't have sex for a year. Keep your sperm in your body for a year. Your hair will start growing back. It's health benefits to keeping sperm. Why you think women be drinking it and shit? You think that they just drink it because it's some freaky shit? It's health benefits. If a female has acne and shit, it's some guy's fucking sperm that can fix that. You understand? If a man don't have sex and he keep his sperm in his body, it fixes your eyesight. Your ass won't need glasses no more. So sperm is life. The egg lay dormant. So until these things are really broken down, women think like, yo, whoop, whoop, whoop. But any female that listen to me know I'm right. You have the only reason why you have a cycle, a period, is because the egg needs to come out. And all the blood that's around it, anything that's around that dead shit need to come out with it. We have to stand on this. And it's a strong message. It's a strong download from the downloads that are, them shits are strong. Every day telling me, yo, drop some game in there. Yeah, talk about that, but make sure you say something to the young men, or to the old men, because you're never too old to learn something new. Put this out there. They might not know that. Just say it. You ain't telling them what to do. Make sure you articulate it in a way where you're not telling them what to do, but you are giving them options and giving them game to use if they want to. But I never wanted to be the dude telling you what you need to be doing as a man, what you need to be doing. Yeah, it is, Scott. It is, man. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't went that long. A year, I ain't went that long. I'm just saying, like, if you got a bald spot, a lot of men will sacrifice a year of sex if they thought they could grow their hair back. Or your hairline way back, you fucked up, you got a George Jefferson. A motherfucker with a George Jefferson, and I tell them, yo, don't have sex for a year, you will have your lineup back. They'll try it. You don't understand how bad niggas want their hair and shit. It's bad, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it is hard. You know what I mean? But you know what come with that? You know what come with that? That word discipline I was talking about, Scott. It's hard. Practicing discipline is hard. Being a man is hard, homie. They done made this shit look too easy. That's why everybody acting like they a man. Now, that's why everybody get to put on the suit and walk around like they the man, like DJ Academic. All these dudes get to act like they the man because they done made this shit too easy. It's hard being a man, homie. You gotta practice discipline. You gotta practice sexual discipline. You gotta be reserved. You gotta understand how to talk to a child and a woman. You gotta be that. You gotta lay down the law. You gotta do all these things when you the man. That's why, again, money done been added to the situation. So now niggas just think if he got $1 million, he the man. Now dude just think if he got some money, he could trick off or he could buy this or he could buy that, he's the man. That it's a big confusion. Cause these niggas ain't men, they just got some money. We just figuring out, niggas just figuring out how to get money. The whole man concept, that's not being taught. That's why I said purpose. Yeah, hey, look, all in. You see, you know, it's a reason why you got a big wrench. That's something I'm really I'm working on. You know what I'm saying? And that's why these downloads come and I'm giving them the way I'm giving them because I'm not perfect. I'm definitely not perfect. So yeah, you know, I used to put way more sugar. I used to put sugar in my coffee. Now I just make sure it's like 2 teaspoons, two or 3 teaspoons. I put it in there. It ain't as sweet as it used to be, but it's sweet enough, and that's it. But the goal will be, like you said, put no sugar in the coffee. But you gotta understand too, you need a little bit of sugar. Like you just need I don't eat a lot of, I don't eat no sweets like that. I don't eat no candy. So sometimes you gotta get a sugar source. So but yeah, that's the goal, to not have no sugar, man. That shit is hard, man. You think crack, think about it. You think they say crack is a Schedule 1 drug, heroin. You know, man, this sugar is just as addictive, if not worse. Exactly. If it was easy, everybody would be. But now, just like women can put all this makeup on, put all this weave in, get a BBL, do all this shit to look like this beautiful women, men can now hide behind money. They can hide behind money and act like they the man, just like women can hide behind BBLs and makeup and act like they beautiful. Until you strip all that money from that man and you see he a sucker. He a hoe. He a simp. He a pushover. The same way you take all that makeup and all that shit off them women, like I saw Carisha the other day, and I was that's hell nah, son. Hell no, that shit. So women take all that shit off and you see who they really are. You see the cornrows under the wig. You see they ain't got no eyelashes and no fucking, you wouldn't believe how many women don't have eyebrows. I did not know this shit. It's so many women out here with no eyebrows. They paint, man. So it's easy to be a Nicki Minaj. It's easy to look like whatever y'all want to look like. You just go to the store, buy a bunch of shit, the same thing. As soon as men get some money, they can act like they the man. Yeah, that white sugar is terrible, man. It's terrible. So listen, man, I'm leaving out tonight. I think I'm gonna go live one more time today. Probably a little bit later before I leave out around like 2 a.m. So I'm gonna go live again in a little while after I handle some business, take care of some things. Gotta clean up some things, handle some business. We definitely gonna hair extensions. Salute to the chat. Y'all already know. Yeah. What I think about dudes getting hair extensions, that's a good question. I think it's cool, man. Let me rephrase that. Let me take that back. I ain't gonna say it's cool. At one point I felt like women do it, so you know, it shouldn't be wrong. Nothing wrong with a dude. You know, women been doing it for a long time. Shouldn't be. But then the older I got, I kind of rethought that, like, you know, men shouldn't match the energy of women. You know what I'm saying? Just because a female does it don't mean we can do it. Again, another thing that makes us men. We don't get to do what women do. We don't get to take shortcuts. We don't get to make excuses. Oh, I'm going bald. I'm gonna just get a hair extension. Da 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 da. We don't really get to do that. You know what I'm saying? Women get to do that. Oh, I have alopecia, so I'm gonna get a wig, and we be like, all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get some weave. You're like, all right. White women get the dog fur weave. You know what I'm saying? They get clip-ons and shit. All the women are doing this shit. They hide behind masks. So I'm not gonna say that I approve of it, but I will say this. You know, I understand it. I understand how it feel as a man, bro, not wanting to lose your head. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, me and my barber had this, we laugh about it now, but like, I don't just go to barbershops and get haircuts and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because as a man, your hairline is gonna start going back a little bit, and you gotta find a barber that got a light hand and you can tell him exactly what to do. Like when I sit in the chair, I tell my barber, yo, don't go in right on the front. I want you to line me up right on the front. I don't want no razor blade and I don't want no enhancements. So you got to figure out and make sure my shit is nice and tight without spraying no enhancements and without no razor blade. So I know how I feel when niggas don't want to lose their hair. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? I understand it. Do I condone it? I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it. But if you feel like you need to do it, I do understand it. Imagine what kind of, this is what it is. I'm gonna give you a prime example why I say I don't recommend it for men, because you got to be a man, homie. We got to be men. Imagine you go get this hair extension thing and you got some waves now and shit. Your waves is nice and neat. You happy. You feel good about yourself. You know, you don't went and got this hair extension and it's gonna last for 3 months and it's good shit. You know what I'm saying? And imagine you have an argument with your wife. Now, hey, but before I go into it, right? Big Bill. Now that was my stomach. But you got to ask yourself, why is my stomach? I don't eat in the morning. I don't just wake up and pile in food in my. I know how to. That's why I look like this. I don't eat. I don't just get up in the morning and eat. So I'm kind of hungry now. It's 2:30. I've been on live with y'all for about almost 2 hours, like 2 hours, almost going on 2 hours, like an hour and a half. So you right about that. But imagine you get in an argument with your bitch, your wife, your girlfriend, whatever. You think she not gonna bring up the fact that you got a goddamn wig on? Y'all could be arguing about the rent. I told you I got the money. They sending the money to my goddamn account right now. I'm waiting for them to send the money to my account right now. Well, if you didn't have that if you didn't pay $500 for no goddamn wig on your waves on your head, you spent $500 on a wig. You could have gave that to. How you gonna feel when she say that? I told you I was taking you to work. Don't even worry. Well, if you wasn't so worried about brushing your goddamn wig, that ain't your real hair, nigga. If you wasn't so worried about brushing that wig you got on your head, I could have been at work already. I told you I was gonna sit down and watch Netflix with you tonight. What are you talking about? Well, I mean, I'm just saying, if you wasn't so worried about your motherfucking wig, I mean, that's a wig, nigga. What you gonna do? When you need to, what you gonna do? You gonna be ready to smack fire out of mouth, but you can't do that. You a man. You made a decision to go get a fucking wig installment. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You made a decision as a man to get your waves popping like that. You made a decision to go get you a wig installment, and now when she get to getting in your ass, cause we allow women, they get to do shit like that. So you ain't never thought to yourself to say, bitch, well, if you wasn't worried about getting a lace front, we don't even say shit like that. The bitch got a lace front, we forget that. We don't even say nothing about it. Well, bitch, if you wasn't so worried about getting that fake ass yaki and that Remy Martin weave in your hair, we don't say shit like that. But your girl, oh, you gonna come home, baby, goddamn, look what he did, man. I got waves and shit. I got an installment. She gonna be like, baby, that shit look good, baby. Damn. I ain't know, last night. Let me see the side of it. Let me see them waves on that thing. Damn. Yeah, I told him to put a beard on it too. You see the Rick Ross I got right here? Oh yeah, I gave him an extra 200. Damn, baby, you got a whole beard. Oh shit, I love it. Soon as y'all get in the argument, you so worried out of being like goddamn Rick Ross. That is not that shit don't even look like Rick Ross. I told you, I don't know why you did. You so busy out here trying to brush waves down. We supposed to be at the beach already, but you brushing your goddamn waves. What waves do you want? That's what's gonna happen, son. So I don't recommend you do it. But I understand if you really feel like you don't want to be bald. I get that. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't recommend it. Imagine a mother. Imagine you get some shit like that to cover up your bald head, and your bitch say something like that, man. Cause we women, you gotta understand something. When you talk about our money or our hair, that shit is like us talking about y'all weight. You know what? You know, like how y'all feel when y'all ask us if that dress look good. You know, goddamn well you done put on 45 pounds in the last 2 months, but you still ask me if if the dress look nice, and I tell you, oh yeah, baby, it look beautiful on you, knowing goddamn well your back and your ass and you done got big backed. You got a big back now. I still tell you, look, see, it's a sensitive subject. So if your man come home, I'm just going to the women in the chat. If your man come home with an extension of waves in his hair, just know if you say something foul in the argument, he might not have never put his hands on you a day in your relationship. That might be the straw that break the camel back, where he put his hands on you when you talk about his motherfucking weave extensions. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, yo, nigga put his, I ain't gonna lie, son, because this shit's sensitive, son. You know what I'm saying? When I get a haircut, I go to my barber because I know he gonna line me up. When I come home, my old lady be like, damn, baby, she always speak on my haircut. If I come home and my old lady don't say nothing about my haircut, I know you did something wrong, nigga. I know you fucked up somewhere. She just won't say nothing. You understand? So it's very sensitive to us. That's why he asked me that question. Why you think homie act, where you at? Why you think he asked me that random question like that? What do you think about hair extensions for men? Where you think that came from? Because he probably debating in himself. When I'm telling you here at Grown Man Business TV, I wouldn't recommend it if you just know what you're dealing with your woman. Cause she damn sure, and I ain't gonna lie, that'll get a backhand to your mouth right there as a woman if you disrespect my weave extensions and my hair, my waves and shit. I done spent $500, I done got this motherfucking weave extension. I'm feeling good about myself. I've been brushing this motherfucking weave down, like goddamn got my waves spinning, and then you get in an argument with me about Netflix and you goddamn tell me, you feel what I'm saying, and you disrespect my motherfucking weave and my hair extensions. It might get domestic. Yeah, that domestic might get a V on the end of it. Put hands on you. Yeah, it's just I wouldn't recommend it. I guarantee if you got a wife or a girlfriend, you will regret it. Now, if you a single man and you in a bachelor pad and you got your own shit and you ain't dealing with no bitches and you want to do that and nobody don't know, cool. But you gonna go to the family reunion and somebody gonna say something to you. You gonna go play ball and one of your homies gonna say, this shit gonna be embarrassing, son. It ain't gonna be worth it. Just don't do Got your ass looking like you playing in the Tyler Perry movie. You got them big ass braids on your head and nigga know you ain't got braids in real life. Don't do it. So listen, man, you already know what time it is. It's your boy Grown Man Business TV. I gotta pack up, man. I got some things to do. You know what I'm saying? We leaving out tonight, crossing state lines at all times, but I will be going live probably about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock tonight. We're gonna talk about some things. We got some more issues. We got some more game to give. So listen, man, you already know it's your boy Grown Man Business TV. You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan, you know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. I suggest you tap into this grown man business. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the bricks into the bottles. Straight off the bricks into the bottles. Straight raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoat nothing and we not dressing nothing up. Listen to me, man. I came here to give you this game straight raw. No diddy. No diddy, but I came to give you this game straight raw. Purest dope on YouTube, homie. Straight off the brick into the bottles. We don't add no quinine, no baking soda. We don't put nothing in it. We just give you this game. So make sure you hit the like button before you leave out. Make sure you already hit the like button. 77 likes. If you ain't hit the like button, tap your screen twice. Let's get them likes up before you leave the building. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you are not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. We going live tonight. You want to get your notifications. We already got 23,000 subscribers. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. So you already know it's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? You can tap in, tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. Gang.